We're out here today in the bitter cold looking for a really old little cemetery. The wind's got to stop. The wind. So we're out here today in the bitter cold looking through all these floodplains here for a really old little cemetery that I've only heard about and haven't confirmed actually exists. Couldn't find it on maps from satellite imagery, but apparently there are some very old graves in here and I'm really interested to find out. So let's see what we can find. So we think we may be onto something up here on the top of this little hill. Yep. So I read that there's supposed to be up to 13 headstones.
Yeah, it doesn't look very
and
good.
It doesn't look like there's even that right now.
A lot of
It's probably way too overgrown and there's probably a lot buried.
this one.
Exactly like that one. There's two more right over here. Looks like there's also one. Oh, separate one. There's one there. There's one right here as well. It's covered up by all the grass and the brush, and that might be a separate one unless that toppled over. I'm not sure. Looks like the tree almost took that one out.
That's pretty clear.
Yeah, that's going to be the clearest one that we have here.
Towards the top.
Yeah, the top slate came off, but on the limestone there, we're not going to be able to read that. But here, to the memory, Nelly ten Eyck, it's Dutch, so it's probably 10 Eyck. Nelly 10 Eyck. What does it say? Relief? I can't read that, but 10 Eyck, who died June 11th, 1812, at the age of 90 years. So 90 years in 1812, that's quite a long life. Let's clean this up. Let's see what we can read. So there's an inscription here. The letters are clear, but there's too many missing pieces in the middle for me to try to put the context together of what it's trying to say. It might come out better on camera. Long while she lay beneath to triumph, to aid the church with mighty prayer, and deal her blessings to something else that I can't read. It's been here since 1812. It's incredible.
Whatever they use for that is probably the best option.
Oh yeah. So we can't make at all out what this one says. Looks to be limestone, and limestone erodes pretty easily. All I can see is that there were letters here. And this one I cleared off. I can't even make out any letters, but it's obvious what it was. It used to be right here next to these three. It's unfortunate that that one is unknown, along with this one. I don't know if there's 1, 2, or 3 here, but all of them are just grown over by all this dead grass.
Why would there be one that has like it's trying to be dug up?
That's what that looks like there. This looks like this was probably all one here. These 3 pieces, and it just toppled over and crumbled.
just broke off of it.
Yeah. Yeah, these are all broken pieces here. And again, I can't make any letters out on the limestone. Something Hall, wife of Matthew Williamson, died April 25th, 1864. 71 years and 2 days, I believe. 71 years, 10 months, and 2 days, I believe that says. So this one's been here since 1864. That's incredible. Civil War is still going on at that time.
1864, so.
Yeah, 1864. The really old cement used to glue the rest of the monument together, the three pieces. It's incredible to see. So it looks like that piece would have went directly on there. That piece would have went on top of there. And it looks like this would have been its own headstone that just fell right back. And again, there's no letters I can read on there. I just feel bumps. So that's unfortunate. Here's another one that's right behind that one that I just read off. That's right behind that one that I just read off. And this one is completely unreadable unless the letters are on the other side, but I'm not going to risk breaking it to try and move it and read it. I'm just going to let that be. Looks like there's a prayer on the side here, actually. It's in cursive, but I can't make the whole thing out. I only recognize a few words. If we believe something. That's cold. Jesus, will God, will, who, immortality is the last word that I can see. Yeah, so I can only pick out a few words there. And it looks like there are also, there's an inscription on this side as well, but I think it's the same as the other side. Yeah, it is. 71 years, can't make it out in 10 days. That's a cool one. George W. George Washington? So yeah, it says son of, and I can't make anything else out. You can just see that there were letters here. I could feel it. And
John.
Yeah, John M. It comes out better on camera, usually. I can't really make it out here. Looks like it says years and a number. Maybe, yeah, I can't even tell what number it is. Oh, it says years here, I'm sorry. Years. And that's all I can make out of it. But this was incredibly ornate here. This would have been very beautiful when it was brand new. Here's another one that toppled over. I'm going to try to see if I can make anything out on it. Absolutely nothing, which is also very unfortunate. This one toppled over too. It's a shame. And this seems to be a common theme here. Toppled over headstones with no writing that we can make out. I can just see maybe a few letters where it says D-A-Y here for day, days, D-A-Y-S. But I can't make out even how many days or how many years or even a name on it, which is a shame. then lastly, what I believe is lastly, because all that I can see of this cemetery extends from here right up through there, from where we showed before. This looks like this will be the last one here, but it looks very legible. And they saved a good one for last. Looks like it says Dennis H. Williams, died April 24th, 1918, age 79 years, a Civil War veteran. So him right here, Mr. Williamson, was a Union Civil War veteran, which is incredible. That's amazing that his headstone is still legible too. I find that no accident that he sacrificed and gave years of his life to fight for the Union, and we're still able to read his grave today. Looks like it's emerged from the ground a little bit over the years, but as long as we can still read it, that's what matters. So we're about done here at this little burial ground, and I'm gonna assume it's called the Ten Eyck Williamson Burial Ground, because every name that we were able to read was either a Ten Eyck, which is Dutch, or Williamson. So I'm gonna call this the Ten Eyck Williamson Burial Ground. And I'm glad it was actually here. I'm glad I was able to find it from the directions that someone gave me. It's an interesting little stop. There was a Civil War veteran here, which is always amazing to see, and I'm glad it's still readable, and I'm glad at least some of these are in legible condition still, although it's sad that a lot of them aren't. But with all that being said, we're going to make our way out. We got to figure out how to navigate through this floodplain here. But we hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you wherever we end up next.